What's going on, trucking junkies? We are back and in full effect. We're getting loaded with some bagged sand, or whatever that's in the bag. Said it's sand, but she said they didn't have sand, they had charcoal, but it looks like sand to me. Oh, they got this black stuff all over the place. But anyway, so today we are going to talk about the differences between flatbed trucking and dry van trucking. But before we do that, I want you to hit that subscribe button down below if you have not. Leave me a comment if you feel like it. And do me a favor, just hit that like button. Let's see if we can get to 100 likes today. They're getting about 80, 85, 90 likes. Let's try to bump that up to 100. I appreciate it. But like I said, we're going to talk about dry van versus flatbed and all that entails and that kind of stuff, including pay. And there she is. She's ready to go. So, one of the main differences between flatbed and the way we do flatbed and dry van is that right there, split axle. So our front axle on our trailer is split from our back axle on the trailer. With the dry van, they are tandem. They're in the same cradle, they're together, right? Some of these trailers, you can squeeze these together and be tandem. Not on this one though, right? Maverick had some, and I don't think they've got them anymore, but we run split axle like this. This allows us to get more weight on the back end of our truck versus the front end of our truck. With a tandem, the way they do that is they move the whole tandem either forward or back. These are tandems, and they can be slid all the way back to about there. We are being inspected in Texas. See them there in that mirror? Yep. So they found a couple of leaks. One on the truck. He showed me where they were. One on the truck, one on the trailer. They're not big leaks, so we're gonna get them fixed this weekend. I gotta go do a sea service anyway. I've got one scheduled for Saturday, so we're gonna do that, and I'll have them fix the leaks, and I'll show them where they're at. Canfield and something. Joseph.
Your message from Maverick Transportation arrived completed at Canfield, Joseph. 8 for load 5,797,952.
Let's see, there's 512.
Should be a 4-2 loads. Your message from Maverick Transportation arrived completed at Canfield, Joseph.
It's gonna be back there somewhere.
5,797,952. Your next call should be a 4-2 load / unloading factor.
There's 516.
Same figure empty. Once the bill of
10 man in there.
Signed.
Yeah, you're looking for what? 566. There's 560 over there. 566. No, it's gonna be over there somewhere. Got their own little warehouse city back here.
Right there.
There you go.
Approaching
So
566
kind of just pull
North
up here in the middle.
Like right here?
Yeah, just up here in the middle, and we'll go in and check in and see how they want you. Okay? They may come just right over here.
I'm just gonna go over because you got the bumps.
Yeah.
I didn't want to hit both of them.
Yeah. And we'll see. They may come out here and unload us. Who knows? Yeah. This is fine. Just right out here in the middle. got the paperwork.
Out the dock and they'll take care of you out there.
All right, thank you.
Thanks, sir.
Let's go that way. That way, that way. Down the stairs. There you go. I got a whole bunch of that for you. Back up to the door. Awesome. We made it into the dock. See? So while we're talking about tandem axles versus split axles, right? The turning radius on the split axles is really wide. Okay, you can't turn these as sharp as a tandem. If you try and you're loaded, because we load right in the middle, see how we're in the middle? If you try, your trailer is going to dump like that. Okay, in a tandem dry van, they load them usually nose first, which is the front of the truck, the front of the trailer, all the way back to the tail. So they're going to have, when they start to get unloaded, they're going to have more weight to the front, and which allows them to be able to turn that thing basically on a dime. You guys have seen those videos where a truck driver comes in and 90-degree back and just whips it in there, right? Yeah, when we're loaded, we can't do that. We'll drag that front axle right there, and it'll actually curve the tire in. Sometimes flatbeds get loaded, unloaded, loaded or unloaded at a dock, just like that. But a dry van always gets loaded like that. We also get loaded with a crane or a forklift from the side. But a dry van, just like this box truck right here, always gets loaded like that. A few more differences between flatbed and dry van. Flatbed has to be secured, so all individual pieces have to be secured a certain way depending on what your freight you're hauling. With dry van, the only securement that they have inside the van are load locks, and it just locks from one side to the other and keeps the loads from shifting. Also with flatbed, we're not protected from the weather, so we have to protect it from the weather when it's called for. So we have to tarp stuff, right? With dry van, it's already protected from the weather. You got two sides, back end, front end, and the top. Unless your dry van's all leaky, then it's time to get it fixed. Another advantage of flatbed over dry van is flatbed can haul oversized loads, whether it be oversized wide loads, oversized long loads, or oversized tall loads. So my trailer is 48 feet. I can haul up to 53 feet worth of product on my deck legally without being oversized. Anything over that is oversized, and I have to have permits to get through where I need to go. Some of this stuff, which is like over height, and way oversized, you have to have spotters, you have to have permits to go certain places, and a lot of times states will have you do certain routes. That way you're avoiding bridges and overpasses and stuff like that. Dry van, you can't do that. It all has to be contained inside the trailer. So far in the video, I've highlighted some of the differences between flatbed trucking and dry van trucking. So what I haven't told you is what everybody wants to know. How much do flatbedders get paid versus dry van, right? So your average dry van trucker, according to the US stats of 2023, the average dry van trucker makes $31,466 a year on average. Now there are those that make more, of course. Depends on what company you drive for, you know, what accounts you're on. You can make more or less. Top earners, according to the stats, make about $40,000 a year. The average pay in 2023 for a flatbed trucker was $64,017. That's more than twice what a dry van average is. All right. Now that's not top owners, and that's not you know, there are people out there that are owner operators and they're making way more than that, right? Your top pay for flatbed average is about $100,000 per year, right? That's what I made this last year, was $107,000, and I work for a company, right? I don't own my truck, I don't own the trailer, I don't work for myself. All right, so the reason why we get paid more is because we do more work. We just do. All right, it is a skill-based job, and I'm not saying that dry van truckers are not skilled truckers. All right, there are skilled truckers out there that just drive dry van. All right, but we get paid for the work. All right, that's why our average our pay per mile is more, is because we get paid to do this work, right? So if you're thinking about coming to trucking and you're worried about the money, right, get out and do some work. They'll pay you more. But I appreciate you guys being here all the way to the end of this video. If you feel like you got some value out of it, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, leave a like on there, right? And some of you probably wondering who that guy is. You guys will meet him in the next video.